Disappearances.
It began tonight in Columbia County. The mother of a 19-year-old woman is hoping for answers.
Police in New York City are involved in the investigation and believe the young woman may be the victim of human sex trafficking.
Listen, when she met me, I swear to God, I seen this beautiful Caucasian. I said, I'm gonna upgrade this girl.
All the people, thousands of people who have gone missing.
She's been taken or she's
Trafficked, murdered.
I wish I knew what happened, you know? Like, I just wish. I wonder, you know, will I ever find out what happened?
There's no clothing, there's no blood, there's nothing there.
Makes any sense to this case whatsoever.
Everybody wants an answer. Hopefully someday we'll come up with one.
There's just too many questions that don't have answers.
Wait. Before we get into the video, look, if you new here, we do a thing. GGYS, go get your snacks is when we all come together when I post a video and y'all send me some DMs of y'all having y'all snacks while watching my videos. I see people with Billie Eilish cakes watching my videos. I see cats chilling watching my videos. I see dogs chilling watching my videos. I see y'all with y'all family chilling watching my videos and friends. So look, thank y'all so much. Shout out to Corey Extension. And you already know what I'm about to say. Go get your snacks.
I just started off in your world.
On a hot and sunny day in the middle of nowhere, a man was driving his car until he spotted a van. In order to get to where that van is at, the man must turn on a road where no car should drive on. So if you go out into this place called Death Valley, the name speaks for itself.
Yeah, but if you have a minivan, this is literally crazy. I mean, this is like in a minivan, two-wheel drive minivan. This road would have seemed pretty intense.
Yeah, you have to go really slow.
It's this long desert road, long desert place in the middle of nowhere. It's certain places that you have to avoid. Well, when he spotted this van, he noticed that this van was so far that they shouldn't even make it that far. So he goes up and he examines this van and don't see anyone in the van, but he noticed a flat tire. Whoever was in this van got stuck.
Yeah, I'm not sure we should go for that. It's like, this is the road right here. I don't know, I get stuck, man. Am I sinking in?
A tad bit, not right now.
How about the front end?
Not yet.
Even though a search happened to look for this family because of course they're missing, they showered everywhere for days on days on days. I'm talking about literally almost everywhere and couldn't find a family. But what they did discover is that they was in full survival mode, of course, because they found a sleeping bag. They found food wrappers, they found cat holes where they would use the bathroom at, they found beer, and I can only imagine spending the night out, well, multiple nights in this place, stuck, knowing that we have to walk out and try to find our way to safety. And they tourists at that, and they came out here all alone, confused and lost, just knowing that their day is gonna come anytime now.
All right, you guys, so this is the exact location where Egbert and Cornelia had come. They came right here. They probably explored this place. I think we should too. What do you guys say? They signed right here. This is where they signed, just like this. Who signed it today? Is someone signed today?
It's signed like every 3 days.
Realize when they took Death Valley and started driving on Death Valley, they ended up on a road called Anvil Canyon. This road is not for your average Joe looking car, vans. You need a specific type of car to drive on a road like this.
We brought this vehicle today because we wanted to feel what they were feeling when they came out here, because it's that crazy. I have no idea how they made it this far.
And of course, if anything says road when you're in Germany, you can drive on it. So immediately if they see that, which they did, they drove on it, not knowing you need a specific type of car to drive on this road. But back to them being stuck and stranded and now in survival mode. They found this cabin. This cabin is basically a survival place. For whatever reason, if you trapped, if you stuck out in this desert and you happen to find this place, use it. Why? Because there's a lot of free food, free water that is stored in this cabin. But here's what was odd. When they visit the cabin, and obviously there was evidence that they did visit the cabin, they also took the flag that was in the cabin. They didn't touch any of the food or the water. Everything in the cabin remained untouched, and we really don't know why, but it did. Also realize people driving in America, especially if you're a tourist, America is hugely bigger than Europe. So when you have the tourists coming in America, you probably think just within a couple hours you can get to there, to there, to there, to there, but no. They ended up driving far out, hours out, and they didn't even expect it. So now that they're stranded, stuck, trying to find a way out, trying to survive, they quickly realized that this is something that they probably should have never done. Not probably, just should have never done alone, because they was using a map and they didn't have the GPS from the phone.
It's so easy to get lost. Like, I use my GPS like all the time when I'm following my own tracks out of places, because it's so freaking easy to get lost in these locations.
Yeah, especially if you're just relying on a map.
Yeah, they should never went alone or just avoided it. I would have did a lot of research. If I'm going somewhere out in Death Valley somewhere and I gotta find, well, basically they wanted to go to this spot that looks so beautiful on this hilltop, and they wanted to see the view. They wanted to just enjoy their time here. You see the view, then what? Time to go back. It's not worth it. That view, it's not worth it. I want to say that view is not worth it, because there is views out there that's worth it. You know, that's worth the driving hours and stuff like that.
Here's a better view. Waterfalls over there looking good.
A guy named Tom and a guy named Les decided to check out in a place where the searchers did not check. They showered everywhere around this place except for one spot. It was the south from where the van was. And as they searched the spot, they noticed a bottle. It was the same kind of bottle that was at the van when they seen a bottle there. And then they seen the mother belongings all around. Her wallet, her purse, just all of her personal things. So they knew for a fact that this family was here. Mind you, this hike is so long. This is like a really long hike from the van to where they are now in the south. Oh, and the temperature, it's 120 degrees.
We went early in the morning to avoid the extreme heat, but it was already pretty bad. Getting a lot hotter.
And then when you hiking in this area, it's a lot of rocks. So your ankle is constantly like twitching and turning. You can only imagine how much breaks they probably had to stop. And I didn't tell y'all this. They didn't have water. The only thing that they had to drink was wine and beer. So it makes it confusing to me why when it was at the survival stop, you know, at that cabin, why they didn't take the water. The guys also found bones, and at that moment they knew that the family who disappeared was now found, because they remained. The remains of the mother is found and the remain of the father is found, but the two kids are not found at all. There's some scary and creepy theories that people have about this situation with the kids, one of them being the mom and the father actually ate the kids for survival reasons. But you would still think we would have to find the remains though, because the bones and etc. Then people also saying that maybe this family was targeted and the kids was took. But besides the theories that's out there, just realize that this is a land full of nothingness. You can go weeks on weeks on weeks on weeks without seeing a single soul. So imagine this family being on this land full of nothingness. This was like a tragic way for this family to go out, and all they really wanted to do after they got lost and stuck was get the hell out of there. But they couldn't, even though they tried walking and walking and walking and walking. It took somebody 3 months to even notice they van. So if you thinking about going to a place like this, because people pay to go to Death Valley to see the views, to hike, you know, it's all types of people in this world. So if you decide to go somewhere and you're the only one and you could possibly get lost, get something that's called a locator beacon. So all you do is press a button, and the person who has it knows exactly where your location is at. All this family had was a map, and this played a big huge reason on why they even got lost. If you in this area, you need, like, a map is not really that good enough, but this was around a time when GPSs wasn't really a thing. but we have another missing person case we need to talk about that's been solved. Now this one is an older lady, but the situation on how she was found was much different and way worse. Let's get into how she disappeared first.
Previously,
this lady drops her kid off, then she goes in the park walking her dog. A witness seen her, then she walks some more, then another witness seen her about 8 to 9 minutes later. Then 10 minutes later, she's gone. Like, she's missing. The dog was there, left in this area. No sign of her. They had a full team search all of the waters, all of the woods, the whole entire park. It's no signs of she was took, no signs of murder, no signs of anything dangerous happened. She just vanished. As much people trying to connect the dots, no dots currently connecting. She's still missing. The only person that truly know what happened during that time is the dog. Someone should question that dog. What did you do to her? I know you did something to her. Y'all, actually think about that. The dog really seen what happened to her. That's actually crazy if you think about it. But no, seriously though, this is a serious case because she's missing. Anything could have really happened to her. I will let y'all know and keep y'all updated on that because I'm interested in this situation. Now look at this general area. Me being honest, yes, I'm not from there, but this really don't look like an area where somebody could just go up missing and don't be found at all. And also look at this picture of her. It's something about this picture that just creeped me the hell out. And I don't know what it is. It's not that she looked creepy in this picture. It's not that she looked bad in this picture. But the more I just look at it, it just creeps me out. Is it just me? If not, y'all comment down below. Let me know if I'm not tripping. This case is definitely a mystery that needs to be solved. I believe that she got took. I know majority of the people probably don't even think that, but that's what I'm gonna go with. She fell in the river, because that's the more logical thing. But I would love if she didn't get took, of course. But that's what I think happened.
We are aware there is no evidence that she is in that water. This is not adding up. And it's not adding up on a huge scale, which makes you think we're missing something. Something is not making sense.
Now, this is some pictures of her the day she disappeared. Also, the day she disappeared, there was a lady there riding a stroller with her baby inside. So they want to question her for some information just to see what she know. Now, this whole area is a complete mystery. If I was a female, I would not be going here at all. Like, at all.
What happened to her?
Went to walk her dog and she hasn't been seen since.
Where could this girl have gone? The more we get into this, it frustrates me. Okay, she walks her dog in the park and she just disappears. The thing is, when the police investigated this whole area, they know all the entry points and all the exits. They know all the entry points and all the exit points. Not only that, the CCTV, they discovered all of this around the area. Still yet, we have nothing.
Here is where she started, at the school. She dropped the kids off and then she walked this way.
Then they talk about the blind spots, the cameras that's not working, the people who they need to question.
Calling now for this key witness to come forward. A woman seen here pushing a pram, who police believe was in the area where Nicola disappeared on Friday morning.
Now, social media didn't gather up and they found her entry points and her exit points where she was walking. And that path will be the path that you see the man walking on currently right now. I feel like she could have possibly was getting watched or getting followed. Now, there's some things that we need to discuss. Listen, here's the map. Yes, I'm using my TV. So she gets out her car. She walks along this bridge and goes inside of the park and walk. Now everyone who I'm seeing make videos about this saying she didn't exit anywhere else. She actually exited the way she came in, and then to take the bridge and back to her car. Oh, why do I feel like a teacher or something? I will never be that. Now here's where it's about to get dark, and here's where I'm about to say my crazy theory. The spot she came in, a lot of people believe that's the spot she was leaving. There's no cameras in that area with the bridge and her exiting and coming in that area. There's no cameras there. So my theory is when she was leaving, her and her dog, she was walking, and along that bridge she came across paths with someone. And anything could have escalated there. Anything could have happened there. That'll mean somehow, some way, the abductor put all of her belongings where it was found, along with the dog.
Nicola Bulley's phone, her dog Willow, and its harness were found right here. Police have said all along they don't believe she left this area.
But we'll get into this. We'll get into where her belongings and everything was found. Now, if that's not the case, let's just say she did fall in the water. A lot of people still want to go with this, and at this point anything could be possible. Well, the bridge, for some odd reason, even though it's technically not that high, she could have fell in the water from off of the bridge. Because if we're really thinking about it, a lot of people just saying she fell in the water just walking her dog at the park. I feel like if she was to really fall in that water and injure herself, it would be from that bridge where the cameras are not located. Here's where it kind of gets me though, because the thing is, if she was abducted, it wasn't caught on CCTV, and it's not certain that she fell into the river yet. That's why I'm basically saying that she had to make an exit where no cameras at, or where one of the cameras wasn't working, for this to even play out like the way it did. And that leads you to a few points of the map that you can immediately go to.
This is the spot where Nicola vanished. She was, her phone was found on the bench there. Someone sat on it. And Willow the dog and a harness was found in this area.
Here's a good view of this whole area. So you got the last time she was sighted.
So by the way, this is the lower field, and over there is the upper field where Nicola was last seen.
This is the corner of the lower field where she was last sighted, right down here.
You got this abandoned house just sitting there. I know that was already investigated.
So the abandoned house is directly opposite me right now on the river. As you can see there, that's the abandoned house.
Or maybe she just got bored with her life, met somebody else, just decided this was the best way to go about things.
You got her belongings, where that was found. As you can see, look at the distance between from the last time she was sighted between her belongings. That's far. You have a path, then you got the little neighborhoods in the back, and also you have the broken CCTV camera where she was last sighted at. And this will be your whole general area where this lady could have disappeared at. Well, coulda, where she did disappear at. But there's a reason why I say coulda. You know what? I don't even want to get into it because like y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I'm really not crazy. Okay, so here's what I was gonna say. What if she just, you know what? 8:47, somebody who knows Nicola, somebody seen her, and their dogs approached each other because the other lady was walking her dog. 8:53, she sends an email to her boss. 8:59, she sent a message to her friend. 9:01, she logs into a Teams call.
Hello?
9:10 a.m., somebody seen her walking her dog in the upper field. Now these times that I just gave you, it may not be exactly spot on, but it's 100% around that time. It could have been 9:12, 9:11, 9:15, but it was around that general time. Once the call ended, which this is around this area where her things was last seen, everyone in this call leaves except for her. The dog harness could have been off because she probably could have let the dog run free. Then it could have been, okay, it's time to put the dog harness back on. Let me put the phone down. Let's stand up. Come here. She's putting it on, trying to put it on the dog. And as she's doing it, bam! Because the harness is left there, the phone is left right there by the bench, and the dog is left there, and she goes.
A witness came forward and said that on the day Nicola went missing, 2 men were by a church and near a bridge close to where Nicola was walking.
I feel like if she was to really fall in that water, it would be from that bridge.
The men were acting suspiciously.
I've worked on cases where there was a shoe left on the river and it was left as a decoy. We don't know if this has been left by a third party or Nicola as a decoy to drag all the resources down to the river's edge. And I'd be looking at that very clearly, how it's got there in the first place.
For me, personally, and again, this is just my opinion, I'm 100% convinced it's not the river. People don't just vanish into thin air. It's absolutely impossible. So something has happened. Personally, I want every house, every garage, every outbuilding, the land scrutinised. I want it all searched. I want it all scrutinised. Every piece of it. The only thing is, we just have to find her.
9:33, a lady comes in. The lady who everybody thinks is suspicious because she comes in, she got a rope. She ties a string or whatever that may be. And she ties the dog up. People were like, why you didn't use the dog harness? So people immediately thought that, oh my gosh, she could have something to do with it. She could have something to do with her being abducted. And this was a really dark theory that I seen go around and still going around. Don't mind me being under the covers, I just woke up. But look, the big theory right now, if she was abducted, people are saying it's the husband. Here's why. First, they catch him stuttering, kind of slipping up, right?
Yeah, it is. There's just no every single scenario.
And then he says the certain sentence. People believe he's lying. Not only that, they keep talking about this black eye that he have and how he got it.
I'm scared that if I put any focus into anything else, it's going to take my focus off that. I've got to be very careful, just hoping to goodness that anything comes out.
You know what? Y'all probably think I'm just coming up with this and I'm just making it up, huh? Okay, I'm gonna put that up right there on the screen just so y'all know that I actually do research and I go deep diving into certain videos, to certain websites, to certain TikToks, Reddits, Facebooks, everything. And I see things and comments, but I'm gonna just put just YouTube comments because all of the rest, that's just doing so much extra. People literally think it's the husband. I am not going to say that it's him. This is just a big theory that's going around. Now, there's this last part that I want y'all to see. Listen to this man very closely. I know I look like a bum right now. Don't judge me. I just woke up. Again, listen to what this man says very closely. And this is really why people are questioning the husband.
And it all starts with this one moment of,
it's just about the girls, that's it. I'm there for them.
It's all about me and the girls. It's not about her anymore. He thanks the people for their support.
That level of support.
and not their assistance. He's introducing complexity and data and difficulty to finding her instead of encouraging people to help. He forgets to use her name here, doesn't make an appeal for help from anybody, and there is zero mention of a desire for her to be found or for her to come back home. That's a big deal. Something's off, or he's already just come to the mental conclusion that there's nothing he can do about it because of his external locus of control.
Yes, she was found, but of course found dead.
Detectives searching for missing mother of two, Nicola Bulley, have found a body in the River Wyre, about a mile from where she was last seen.
An underwater search team and specialist officers have subsequently attended the scene, entered the water, and have sadly recovered a body. We are currently treating the death as unexplained.
So all our theories that we had was just wrong, completely wrong. The reason I say this, well, because time after they said it couldn't be explained, they came out months later saying no foul play was involved, no murder was involved. This was a sad accident. Now the next girl that we're getting into is a younger girl. She disappeared when she was really young and ran away from home. This is the story on how she disappeared first.
Previously.
It's every parent's nightmare. Your kid is there, and then all of a sudden they're not there.
This girl named Alicia was a girl just living her life, doing what she liked to do. As she got older, her mom started noticing some changes about her. She started doing her makeup now. She didn't used to do her makeup before, but now she's doing her makeup. She have entered high school, and this probably around the stage when I feel like girls do start to take their makeup seriously. Her clothes changed, her taste in music changed. Now these things, honestly, is pretty normal. Now this is the last time the mom, Jessica, ever sees her daughter, Alicia, again.
I need to know where my daughter is. I cannot rest. There's not a day that I don't think of her.
What happened this following night around 1 a.m. is the mom heard her daughter laughing, having a good time. You know, she changed a lot. She's working out. Her daughter is doing a lot. She's happy to see that her daughter is improving. She had anxiety, but the mom was helping her with this a lot. So that night when she heard her daughter laughing, you know, having a good time, she thought nothing of it until she disappeared.
For Alicia, I love you. You know that I do. And I'm not mad.
When the mom woke up that following morning, she seen that the back door was open. She checked it out and she seen several chairs stacked up by the wall. So it's almost like it's stacked up so you could climb over it. She immediately ran to go check up on her daughter because she knew that this is only something a teenager would do. So she goes up, she checks on her daughter, nothing, she's gone.
But I never thought that she was waiting for me to go to bed because she had a plan. The evidence of what we have, I do believe she was lured online.
She left a note saying, "I ran away, I will be back, I swear." Now as a mom, I know her heart dropped and her heart started beeping. Honestly, this is the worst nightmare. When Alicia left that following night, she took her laptop, her phone, and obviously investigators can track it, ping it, and see what's going on with these devices. None of them had been used since she left. That was obviously odd.
Children who are considered to be runaways, they are in danger. And when I was first reported missing, when law enforcement first came to the house,
She believes it's a miracle she's even alive.
What happened?
how did you survive? Who I thought was my friend. I walked up the street just a little, and next thing I know, by that time, I heard my name being called. Next thing I knew, I was in the car and he was squeezing my hand. They told my parents that I was a runaway, basically, and that I would return home. If they had continued with that line of thought, I would not be here today.
They of course know that she's with some guy. Some guy have her right now. Now what I'm about to say is gonna just leave y'all so disappointed because she's not found. She was just talking to this guy. She left off with this guy, thinks she's gonna have a good time, enjoy herself, and just come back home. But that's not the case. Now after everything, after all of that, she just came back as an older teen now.
4 years after she went missing, Alicia Navarro has been found alive and well.
Did anybody hurt you in any way?
No, no one hurt me.
Okay, because our goal is we just want to make sure that you're safe.
I don't I understand that.
Thank you very much for talking with us.
Of course, thank you for offering help to me.
Yes, ma'am, we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all, Thank y'all for watching. Don't think I didn't forget. I knew you had your snacks today. Disappearances is always going to be creepy because you never know what may happen once you find out the truth. If any of you ever disappeared, ran away, got kidnapped, tell me y'all stories. Voice message them. Don't text me no big paragraph. Voice message me them if you're comfortable enough to do that. Thank you. Love y'all. Stay safe. Bye.